Come on in, come on in. Yes, come on in. Yes. You already know what time it is. It is the T-Vocal Show. It is Women History Month. Yes, it is March. And I got a special lady in the building, Miss Bolden in the building, y'all. So y'all stay tuned. Yes, it's going down today. Yeah. Oh, yeah. As we jam to the music, y'all, listen, y'all, we got, March the 27th. Yes, March the 27th is going down. Darren Henson, y'all. Y'all know who he is. Yes, he played on Stomp the Yard, yes. He also, too, played on Soul Food, the series. Yes, and he is currently on what? Yes, one of my favorite shows right now, BET Family Business. I need y'all to tap in. Yes, Orlando Duncan, y'all. Yes, he will be in the building March the 27th, 7 p.m., right here at NMG Multimedia Group Studios, 620 Texas Street, third floor. The third floor, not the fifth floor, but the third floor. Eventbrite, Night with Darren Henson. Go get your tickets right now. I got limited seating, y'all. I got people from all over the country that's coming in already. So Shreveport, hey, when I tell you I'm worldwide, I'm worldwide. So when I do events, I don't have just Shreveport people. So I need y'all to tap in Shreveport and go and get those tickets because I got people from all over, from Texas, Georgia, and down south Louisiana. I already said they coming, and they already got their tickets already. So let's get your tickets. And also, too, the next day, the next day, we have a nice, good entertainment workshop. Darren Henson is going to be, yes, right across the street from me at Robinson Film Center. Yes, at 617 Texas Street. All right, 2 p.m. He will have an entertainment workshop. He's going to have all great things to talk about. Knowledge is power. So I need y'all to tap in. Anybody that's in the entertainment business, anybody that's a director, any that's type. I need y'all in the building. Real talk. It's definitely gonna be a dope time. $35. That's it. So invest in yourself, people. I need you to invest in yourself. It's only $35. Just $35. $35 per person. All right. So Saturday, March 28th. Yes, my brother will be here in the building, and I need y'all to get those tickets ASAP. All right, ASAP. Also, too, that night he will be. I forgot to put that flyer up. I'll have that flyer next time I come on. But yes, on that night we're doing a nice little red carpet event. He's going to show his premiere of his documentary, y'all. So it's gonna be dope. He's gonna be at the Robinson Film Center at 7:00. It's gonna be nice, y'all. He's also too gonna be there too as well, so you get to watch the documentary with him. He's gonna have a Q&A after, but also too in between that time from 2 and 7. Yes, you're gonna get hungry, so just please stop at Abby Singers at Robinson Film Center and get you some great food from Nima and the staff. Some great food. Also too on that Sunday, I need y'all in the building in Menden. Yes, your brother is. You know what I'm saying, doing a little acting, you know what I'm saying? T-Vocal is in the building doing a little acting. Stage play, The Showcase, all right? I need y'all there. Liberty Christian Ministries in Menden, Louisiana. Yes, Darren Henson will be there too as well. He will be a part of the play. I'm a part of the play. So I need y'all to tap into this Showcase stage plays. It's going to be dope, y'all. Definitely going to be nice. But, y'all, I forgot about something on... Yes, also shout out to the hottest media marketing team. I need y'all to go tap into that. Yes, tap into that right there. Yes. Also, too, R&B Soul Vibes, y'all. March the 22nd. All right, this is on a Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. Get out of church, go ahead, relax, and then come here at the studios and check out some R&B Soul Vibes. Grown and sexy, y'all. Right? It ain't no hoop hop, no, none of that stuff. Ain't no let's get crunk out. Nah, this is straight R&B Soul Vibes. That's it. Straight vibes. My brother Phil Wade, all the way from Houston, will be in the building. Live band. So y'all come through. It's going to be very dope, I'm telling you. So go ahead and come through on that day. But also, too, let's go back. On March the 29th, on that Sunday night, yes, it's a busy weekend for NMG Multimedia Group. NMG Multimedia Group is going to be on fire on that weekend. Lil Flip will be in the building. If you know who he is, he's a rap artist, rap celebrity. You already know what time it is. From Houston, Texas, Lil Flip will be in a building, live audience, all right? $20 VIP, that's meet and greet, all right? Complimentary wine, little front seating, and then there's this $10 general admission. You can't beat that, y'all. To go come see one of the dopest people. I'm going to have him on my Hip Hop on Texas show, so it's definitely going to be dope with Knowledge 312, so we're going to have him on Hip Hop on Texas podcast. So it's gonna be great, y'all. So Lil Flip. So y'all stay tuned. Much love to everybody, man. But shout out to this dope music, y'all, that we're getting our listening ears to. Is Rooted Republic. Shout out to my brother Wes. He has provided me with some nice music, so I can, you know what I'm saying, make sure that I can go and skip that copyright, because I don't want people to talk about you had my song on your. Nah, I want to get all my money, huh? So shout out to AI, huh? Won't he do it? Come on, get old good AI. Yeah, clock it. Go with the clock. They want to talk about get good old AI music. So shout out to my brother Rooted Republic, because we definitely want to make sure that we do things decently and in order. But we want to get paid when we see these episodes that definitely get monetized one day. So I definitely want to just go ahead and just move forward and start doing those things now. You know what I'm saying? So we are. So stay tuned, y'all. We're about to start in a few minutes. Much love to everybody. It's your brother T-Vocal, the host, in the building, and I got Miss Bolden. Let's go. Hey, ho, come on. How do you, come on, put your hands together, come on, how to do that, church?
It's a whole vibe.
It's a whole, you loving it? Ooh, yeah. Hey, let's go, tap on in. I need everybody gonna like, share, and comment. Yeah, this the party train, yeah. Hey, this T-Vocal show. We going live in a few minutes, y'all, let's go. Hey, come on, You like that right there?
Yeah.
The skate music, you know what I'm saying? Little skate.
Right. Come on. Then when you hit that curve.
Oh, hit that. Oh.
Then you do that little.
How you hit the curve? How you hit the curve?
Hey, with the feet going like that.
Show them how to hit the curve.
Hey.
Okay, I see we got your animal print on today. Okay, arr. Okay then.
Come on here. Yes.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy T-Vocal, got a host in the building. Yeah. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy T-Vocal, got a host in the building. Yes, I am here. This is the T-Vocal Show. Thank y'all for tuning in. What I need y'all to do right now is like, share, comment, but also too, subscribe to Nard Multimedia Group. Go check me out on YouTube channel. We got so many amazing episodes from all type of people. I have 6 podcasts that's on there. So guess what? If you don't like this podcast, you got 5 more to go to, huh?
Come on here.
And just find you one, because sometimes, you know, people are picky.
We got choices.
You got choices, right?
Absolutely.
You got choices on it. Mm-hmm. So just one thing about Nard Multimedia Group, it is a network. And I definitely want this to travel all around the country, all around the world, and everybody know about Shreveport and the dope people that we have here. And that's the reason why, the reason why I came up with this platform is to showcase people like you. So today you getting your flowers, boo.
Come on here.
Hey, how you doing? Come on, get them flowers. Yeah.
Give me my flowers.
Right now, while you're living.
Right, so I can smell.
Come on, because when you're dead, you can't smell them flowers. And that's one thing that aggravates me.
Yeah.
When people die, we start to talk about the amazing things that they have done.
Right.
And then we're like, oh, wow, I didn't know they did that. But what if we would have known the amazing things they have done when they was living?
Absolutely.
We could have, it probably could have affected us even more, or made us like, you know what, I want to do that too. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when people die, we start to give them their flowers now.
And even on the flip side of that, encouraging them to continue on.
Thank you. That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying.
because even the heroes and the ones who are really
Come on
doing
with
great
it.
things,
Mhm.
listen, they need encouragement as well. So to hear someone say, you know, just a simple thank you, or you know what, I really appreciate you for doing that.
Right.
It means a lot. Yeah, it's a simple thing sometimes.
It is a simple things, and we have to really like. I feel like we need to encourage each other, but also too, it's okay to give people flowers.
Oh yeah, and I
It's
love
it's okay.
flowers.
It's okay to say, hey, you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. I
Right,
loving it. That makes a person feels great. I don't care how you feel that I don't want to tell them because they no. It's okay.
right.
It's okay. Pat somebody on the back. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead
Because
on.
it's gonna be one day that you definitely want someone to acknowledge you in that way.
Spread the love, share the love,
Spread the love,
give
share
the
the
love.
love. And
Yes.
that's what we're doing today, y'all. Today is Women History Month.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, come on with it. Come on, yes. And I have Miss Bolden in the best. So before we get going, and all those great things, y'all, she is a woman of God. She is a lady that literally walks it, she talks it. But also too, one thing I love about you,
What you love about
because
me?
you serve a great God and you know who you are, you okay being around the secular.
Indeed.
And that's one thing I like about you, because sometimes people be scared to. I mean, listen, we are the light.
Come on here.
And I had to tell my dad a long time ago when I did started to play secular music and things and travel the world and play for people. I had to tell him, Dad, I'm the light.
We are.
You taught me well. You know what I'm saying? I come from a great background. Shout out to Church of God in Christ.
Come
yes,
on,
come on.
Kojic. Yes.
You
The
can't join.
Gotta
You
be
got to be
born
born in it, huh?
Come
And
on
I was
here.
born in it, and I understand the things that was instilled in me, and I still carry them to this day. So even when I am in the darkness, I am light, and I appreciate you for being transparent.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
I feel like us as Christians have to be transparent, because we can't just say this and then we don't. I feel like if you are a Christian, you need to be out there with them.
Right. There's no other way to be.
Why are we around Christians all the time?
Right. He said, "Go out."
You know,
So why you still in? Get out.
right? So if we continue to be around us, how are we gonna reach the people?
Right. Because I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's okay for me to be in a space
Come on.
where God can literally use
on.
my
Right.
light.
Right.
And that's what
Right.
it's
And
all
you have
about.
and you have a spirit of integrity. So I feel like if they do see you go out there and do a little line dance, they know that she ain't sinning. Yeah,
Right.
she just doing a line dance where.
Hey,
Come on.
I'm at the family reunion.
Come on. Come on. We want to, we want to move to Franklin Beverly.
I'm with my people. Now,
That
listen.
right there listen. That was one thing that used to just well, thank the Lord for deliverance, and my parents have kind of
Liberation.
have freed themselves up in their mind. Amen.
Yes.
But I remember, man, at our family functions when they start playing that type of music, man. Well, I wish I
Cringe.
would. I wish I would hit that flow until one day I was like, forget it. I'm going out there.
Oh, you sound
And
like
I
my
went,
sister.
listen, I went out there, and my mama, my daddy, and my aunt is, man, that boy. And ever since then, they gradually started to, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my parents for allowing us to experience, more than just what, church. That's all we did. You remember
Right.
back in the day, that's all we
Hey,
did. Every
listen.
day was
Yeah,
school, church.
It was like this. You got up for Sunday school.
Come on.
From Sunday school, you went to the regular service.
Come on, right.
After that, then you had another service, but you went to get some chicken
Come
in
on.
between. After that, you went to
Went to Ryan's.
You went to Ryan's or something like that. Then you came from the next service.
Come on.
Then you went to YPWW. You
All
remember
right.
that?
Come on now. Come on.
And after that, it was revival night.
Revival night.
But I thank God, even now, as being a mother, single mother, knowing the value of having balance in our lives.
Come on with it. Come
You
on.
know,
Yeah.
I have a 23-year-old now,
Yes.
and of course, she has seen me be in the box,
Mm-hmm.
but then she's also seen me evolve
Nice.
as her mother. And of course, that was me being a model, showing her what it looks like to do that word you said earlier, to have integrity,
Mm-hmm.
to be the woman of God that she know I am, but then also to see me engage with my friends,
Come on,
to
right.
also get out, have a great time. And of course, my sisters tell me they want me to do more of that. Because they're like, baby, we trying to get you married off this year. I'm like,
Come on.
hold on.
Boaz coming.
Hold on.
Have you seen that movie? That movie that came out with, what is it called? Was it called Boaz?
Yes.
No, was it called Boaz?
There is a movie, yes. I saw that.
It just came out, yeah. But yeah, it was on it, yeah. So you might find them.
Well, listen, I'm, hey.
Yeah, hey, men of God, men of valor.
Men of
Huh?
valor.
We need you.
Let a man of valor.
Go hit that inbox right now. She ain't playing no game now, huh?
Yeah, it's real over here.
It's
but
real over there
listen,
now. Come on, don't play with it.
I love a good night out.
Yeah.
I love, where you saw me at when
Yes.
we were celebrating Katrina.
Yes, for sure.
Good adult conversation,
Most definitely.
adult time. It's a time and place for everything. And so when it's time for us to relax, it's time to relax. When it's time for us to get in and get to the business of things, it's time to do that. When it's time for me to jump and be mom, then,
Come on,
hey,
right.
I'm that, I know they have the song that, and I guess I'm kind of getting off, but I'm
There you
still
go.
on. I'm every woman.
Come on.
But the fact of the matter is, I'm not every woman, but
Okay.
I am this woman.
Hi, come
You
on
know
with
what I
it.
mean?
Uh-huh.
And this woman and what that looks like, may not be what the other woman looks like, but at the same token, we're all women.
Facts.
Moving and carving our own path, doing our things, shattering glass ceilings, being uniquely who we are. I was asked a question, one thing that, well, let me just say this right here. I was asked a question in regards to some things that I want to do and that I see myself doing in the future. And, I didn't even get like real deep. I was like, I see myself skydiving.
Oh, wow.
They were like, what? I'm like, it's literally on my bucket list. So I know they thought I was going to get real deep and be like, well, I see myself, going here,
Yeah,
and
come
doing
on.
that.
Well,
no, I'm already doing that.
yeah.
And I see myself doing more of that, most definitely. But that's on my bucket list. Before I hit 50, I'm 40. Am I 47, 48? I'm 48.
No way.
I just had a birthday. Yeah, so I'm 48. And I'm like, for that 50th birthday, I see myself, jumping out of an airplane, and experiencing skydiving. And when I talk about that balance, that's where that comes in, to be able to explore, enjoy life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta have that balance.
Yeah, you got to have perspective,
Come on with it.
but you still need that
Yes,
balance
for
with
sure.
the perspective, as to what we will and won't do. Now, I got some boundaries,
Yeah.
as we should, but at the same token, even with evolving as a young woman of God,
Yeah.
I'm learning that everything that they said was a sin.
Come on. Oh,
Y'all was lying to the people.
So we gonna go there today?
I'm just saying.
We can go there today now.
I'm just talking.
All right.
I'm just talking about what I'm talking about.
All right. We definitely gonna go there today because I'm thank you for being on today. Yes, we gonna tap in.
No,
we gonna tap
it's
in
real.
because we need to talk about that because there's some things that we both grew up Church of God in Christ.
Absolutely.
And when I talk about sanctified,
Hand clapping, foot stomping.
foot stomping,
Tongue talking.
it's almost talking about if you're going up there talking about you want to be filled with the Holy Ghost, you gonna stay up there until we have some tongue talking.
Yes.
And if it
We
take you
need some
2-3 hours,
It's okay.
talking about thank you today until it finally start to roll up,
Come on here.
you better fake it till you make it. Or you better get it.
You better
because
get
they
it.
didn't play.
Or they'll say, come back.
Come back tomorrow
Come
night.
back tomorrow night.
Huh? Come back tomorrow night to get it because it's time to go. You gotta get the baby back in the bed.
Come back tomorrow night.
Come back tomorrow
Yes,
night.
indeed.
But those were the, what I'm saying? So we don't have that anymore.
And I thank God for those days.
Yeah.
The late Superintendent McLendon.
Come on, shout out to me. Yes.
My
shout
goodness,
out.
at the
Yes.
White Temple Church
Yes.
of God in Christ. Come
Come
on,
on.
You don't know nothing about that 3898 Hollywood.
Hollywood, yes, sir.
Listen,
Come on.
it was hot on Hollywood. And that is where, I really got my foundation
Yes.
in being rooted. Of course, my sisters, they were truly born in as babies, but I was a member of the Baptist church, and I thank God for that foundation as well, because I love a good father.
Come on.
I stretch.
Yeah.
I love that too, but ain't nothing like call on Jesus.
Come on,
He
he-
will answer
you hear
prayer.
me?
You know what I mean? But
In the morning.
when
Come on.
I ride,
Come on now.
don't start now, Tommy.
Come on.
But I really, thank God because, that double standard that you may have sometimes, and you feel like, you can do this and still, live a righteous life. There has to be a change. There has to be a separation or whatever. But then what I talked about earlier, there are things that were said that was a sin that really wasn't. Like today, me with this red lipstick on.
Come on with it.
Ooh, you already know.
I would have got you.
Ooh,
Come see me, baby.
come on.
And they would have that.
They had the tissue read.
That's what I'm talking about. That. Come here. Come here, let me get that on out you.
Get that rule.
And I ain't using no water.
Probably.
I be like, ugh, get out.
Yes.
Get out. Stop. But yeah, they ain't play, right.
It was real. It was real. But
time brings a change, though.
It brings about a change. When you know better, you do better.
Oh, you do better. When you know better, you do better. That is so true.
That's why you have to have a relationship and a foundation for yourself. You know what I mean? I thank God for the women and the men of old, of course, because they gave us substance. You know, we had a reverence for God.
Yes.
Then. And so many times people have a form of godliness and they're denying the power thereof. And like you said, you remember how they had us on the altar, like, oh, you was going to get this thing.
You going to get it for real.
You were going to get it for real.
Right.
Like the Bible say, the paper Bible.
Right. Thanks.
You know what I mean? But at the same token, as you live, as you grow, and I didn't always stay the course. I was there at church, living for God, and as time progressed, I went on to Southern University. Shout out to the Southern University.
The standard.
The standard. Yes,
we got y'all in the back. We got y'all in the back.
Here,
you know.
Come on here.
I need some more HBCUs, y'all. Y'all come on. Y'all come on HBCUs. Y'all come on with it.
SU, come on here. Don't play with it. Don't
now, but hold up. You see the, huh?
I see the GSU over there. But listen, it's all love until November comes, right?
Oh Lord, yeah, y'all did, yeah, y'all had this one, but you looking like a tiger over there, though. You looking like a GUS alumni.
That's what I'm looking like.
Yeah, what you looking like right there.
Don't start that. Don't.
You looking at that black and gold I'm seeing.
Stop. You already
look like
know.
you're part of the alumni association.
Well, listen, you already know who I'm with.
Come on with it.
The Southern University.
Yes, come on.
However, what was I talking about? Holiness.
Yes.
Holiness. And of course, this is what I want. This is the what I wanted to say is they would tell us one thing, and we knew that, hey, I respect this voice. That's a respected voice in my life. But even as I grew, I didn't always stay the course. And so even when I went off to school at Southern University, my friend girls, they would always be like, Bettina, you know, hey, we going out, we doing this, you going? And I'm like, yeah, for sure, I'm going. And I tell you this, true story. So I was like, well, where are we going? Well, we were supposed to be headed to Pensacola, Florida. Okay. Now, mind you, we at Southern University going all the way to Florida to go and have a good time, right? So something happened, and so they were like, oh, well, we're not going to be able to go there, so let's just go to Lafayette, and we'll hang out. And so we did. And, you know, I'm having a good time and enjoying myself, you know, on the ride. And once we get there, we roll up to where we're supposed to be. And I'm like, okay, where are we going? Why are we in this parking lot? They was like, it's the party. The Q's, they having a party. It's in there. And I'm like, okay. So I'm standing here, and I'm looking like, this place look real familiar to me. So I go in. We're just doing what we do, okay? And I look, and all I could see was USAC 1990 something. It wasn't up there, but I could visually see it. We were in the Hyman Center. I'm like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. My vibe was blown, everything.
Straight USAC. Come on with it. Yes.
USAC. I'm like, oh my goodness. And you know, that just speaks to the God conscious that we even have when we, you know, when we stray away. You know, I thank God for the train them up in the way that they should go. But you know, I was like, I'm gonna experience what I want to experience. And of course, I went off the course, but I thank God for the people of old that instill what they instilled in me. The late Janelle Maxey, Vera Winbush, my mother, Dr. Doris Kelly, Vanessa Winbush Gallen. Come on, even all the way down to the church mother, Mother Alice, Mother Mary Drew, the usher that took the gum out your mouth when you came in and said you're gonna reverence Sister Alice Wilson. What you doing with that gum in your mouth? You know, but all of those things helped us to have a foundation in God. You know, when I talked about the YPWW, when we would go back and we would do Bible drill and we had to learn the word of God or whatever. Yeah, today, you know, even then when I found myself maybe in a club, and I've told this story before, I was with my friend girl because I didn't discriminate, you know. I would go to LSU and we would hang out with my friends. Shout out to Dr. Tika McKnight, Washington. I would hang out with her. She's from Shreveport, Louisiana. And of course, we went to another establishment at another time. And I went to the ladies' room. And I went to the ladies' room just to escape this cue. He was an old head. And I was like, okay, I'm so over this dude. You know, let me buy you a drink. No, thank you.
I'm good.
I'm good. No, thank you. But anyway, when I went into the ladies' room, of course, when I left, everything seemed normal, like a normal night. And when I went in there and I was just about to come back out, I hear shots fired. And it sounded too close for comfort. And of course, I got down, went back into the stall, man. And of course, we do what we know to do.
Yeah.
I went for a party, but in the time of trouble, we know who to call on.
Come on.
And I began to call on Jesus, and I was praying, and I was like, Lord, if you just help me out of this. Oh, my God, you hear me? I was like, if you just let me get out of here, I promise. And I'm making promises now, broken promises. But I made a promise that night.
Right.
My heart was in the right posture. I'm like, you know, I'll do right. I'll live for you, this, that, and the other, whatever. And so on that night, as the story is remembered or recalled, there were 2 people who were shot and one who was a student.
Oh, wow.
Who lost their life that night. And I was sitting in the same area where that young man was. And so in that night, like, my life was changed. And I got up, and back then we would go to Greater King David in Baton Rouge. And I was like one of the first one up talking about, I'm getting on the bus, I'm going to church. I got to go see a man to tell him thank you. You know what I mean? Because I know that God was preserving me for this season of my life. I went through that. It's a testimony and a testament to how God will protect you. You know how your mama say, from danger seen and unseen.
Right.
Yeah, Lord protect them. My mama prayed those prayers. I mean, I love her for that, Dr. Kelly. Many nights, I know. That she cried out for myself and my sisters, and that was just one of those pivotal moments in my life. Now, did I go back and do some other things? Did. However,
we human.
We're human. But that day is forever etched in my heart, in my mind, about what God did and how He preserved my life. You know, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Come on. So, y'all heard us talk about some good things. Y'all see what time it is. Y'all know what time. But we're gonna get to it because we want to take us back. Let's take us back because you're from Shreveport, Louisiana, right?
The Port City.
Port City.
Yes.
All right. And what high school?
By way of, let me just say it like this.
Okay. By way what?
By way of. Allendale. Queensboro.
Lakeside.
Because you know, wherever your grandmother stayed, you stayed there too.
Okay, for sure.
So my grandmother lived in Allendale.
Okay.
On my mom's side.
Okay.
On my father's side, Lakeside. And then of course my mom lived in Queensboro. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm a product of all of that.
Okay, cool. And how was your upbringing?
So my upbringing, I went to Booker T. Washington High School. But you wouldn't believe this. Prior to that, I went to Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament.
Come on.
I went to Catholic school.
Okay, look at that.
Yes, and of course, we came over to public school, and I went to West Shreveport. And then after that, of course, BTW. I shout out J.S. Clark.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a product of all of that.
Yeah.
All right, and after BTW, of course, Southern University, Louisiana Tech as well.
Nice. So you was a bulldog too.
A bulldog. Yep. You see him.
Come on with it.
Yeah.
Come on with it. So,
but my upbringing, I had you asked that question.
Yeah.
Both my parents were in my life. Both my mom and dad. Of course, there were struggles in our life, as all families.
For sure.
My mother was, of course, came out of the Baptist church into holiness, and that was her standard. But even before I saw my mom walking into, her transformed life in holiness, she was just an upstanding woman, a phenomenal woman, a great woman. My father was an amazing man. He loved his daughters.
Yeah.
He was the protector, provider. But of course, many people know the story. You know, my father abused drugs and alcohol most of our lives.
Wow.
Most of our life. And of course, like I always say, he was a good father. He was a great man. But he had his demons and his struggles. Yeah. And of course, it impacted our family life. You know, have a book that we're writing. And it speaks to that. And this is fresh because about 2 weeks ago when I reached out to the publisher and I was like, okay, I'm ready. And I began to speak about it and I called my sister Christina and I was like, hey, gonna get ready to write this book. And at first I was gonna do a journal. You know, everybody's doing journal. Help, help you. But I wanted to do this legacy one in honor of my father. But something came over me because it was like, are you really ready to tell the story? You talked about transparency earlier. And something came over me because I was like, I don't know. And so I reached out to my mom and I just wanted to make sure she was okay with me telling the story.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is her story that involves her 4 daughters.
Yeah.
With those nights of, knowing at a certain time that there was going to be some turbulence in the house. And then even having feelings of, at one point, hatred. You know what I mean? And so, just for the whole situation.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm so grateful, for that entire experience.
Yeah.
Because I had to overcome something. And even on my father's, my father had a stroke. And this was at a time that some of my family was under the impression that there was still distance between my father and I. But there wasn't. We had reconciled.
Yeah.
We had, reconnected in such a meaningful way. And even on the day that the stroke happened to my father, I was at home and I was getting ready to transition to Houston, and most of my family didn't know it.
Wow.
Yeah, had gotten an apartment.
Well, you was heading to H-Town.
Yes, I was going to H-Town.
Come on with it.
Yes, and I was so excited about that. And my daughter was a Girl Scout, and I called my dad, and I was like, hey, man, I need you to help me to get rid of some of these Girl Scout cookies. I got to, hey.
Yeah, you got to get the...
When it's that time, it's that time.
It's that time. When is that time?
Come on, it's now.
It's now?
Their Girl Scouts are out right now. I saw some at Sam's Club.
Now they starting to tamper with them cookies.
The flavor is a little different than what I remember.
Yeah, cause that day, I like the purple box. Huh?
Oh, listen.
Come on, if you see me with that purple box,
you already know what time it is.
First of all, listen, I'm gonna give you your own box.
And don't play with the Thin Mints either. Now, I don't know if you like those. Oh yes, I love the Thin Mints as well.
You can keep them
and the Trefoils. Okay?
Yeah, you gotta have them. But
come on,
listen, them shortbread. And them
that's the shortbread.
Yeah, the shortbread ones, and then the ones with the coconut, that purple with the coconut. Man, them things so good.
You can eat a whole box.
That's the devil.
Before you know it.
Oh my God. That right there. Oh
absolutely.
Yes.
I love them. But I called Dad and I told him I need you to get off some of these cookies for me. Because listen, I got them stacked high. Because I always wanted my girl to, be on top.
Yeah, for sure.
Top cookie seller.
Come on, right.
Give my baby her badge. Come on, run her badge.
I need all that.
I was praying and I went into prayer, like I would normally do.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And so I got a call back. And it was from his phone. And I was like, well, my daddy won't. I'm like, I'm trying to finish my little session before I got to go to what I need to go to. And so I didn't answer the phone, but I got a phone call again. And boom, there it is. It was like, hey, your dad just had a stroke. You guys need to get where you need to be. But, a sense of peace came over me because I was in a place of prayer. But then, of course, as a human, you said that earlier,
right.
The feeling of, okay, what's going on, my God, let me hurry up and get this. So I called my sisters and all. But anyway, the point that I wanted to make, but there was a point where the doctors were like, there's nothing else that we could do. Call everybody in. Let's, kind of preparing for his death. And my faith was just so strong. It was so intact at that point that I was like, hey, everybody that knows somebody that can get a prayer through, I need y'all sending CK name up. So if you ever see me on social media talking about CK girls, I'm talking about Bettina, Christina, Sharika, and Tranisa. Tranisa, listen, we didn't play about our dad. And my mom, she was very instrumental in holding us together and supporting my daddy during that time. And of course, as time went on, and I won't give out too much, but this is just a part that I testified about, how the doctors literally were just like, okay, we shut this thing down. Nothing else we can do. Y'all have exhausted, everything we have. But of course, I went into prayer. I reached out to my pastor, and I want just at the end of the day, we were able to bring our father home. I didn't go to Houston. as I had wanted to. I wanted to go to H-Town.
Right.
Listen, I'm just like,
Ready.
I'm going to do something different, a new life for my daughter. And I was really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I decided to stay here, kind of change my home around to accommodate my daddy. And what they said was going to be, death, God gave him another 10 years.
Wow.
We took care of him, and it was a joy to take care of my father. Was it times where it was hard, and we was like, okay, CK, come on,
definitely.
man, get it together.
Especially being a caregiver, yeah.
Yes.
Most definitely,
we had those days, but God literally gave us, some of those times that we didn't have when Daddy was going through his struggles with drug abuse or whatever. So, I thank God for it, the good, the bad, the ugly, and of course the greatness that came out of it.
Yeah.
Because I know my daddy left here saved, sanctified. Come on here, Holy Ghost filled. Don't start now. But anyway, that's my little bit on, the foundation, because it took faith during that time, like for real. Because when they were saying, let him go, I was saying,
how was that moment?
Listen, it was scary, to be honest. To walk in a room with doctors all around your father and your family saying one thing and your faith saying another. And I chose to go with my faith over my family in that moment. And I knew that I made the right choice, because even in one moment, I held my daddy's hand and he appeared to be lifeless. But I began to talk not just rhetoric, but what the Bible say. And in one moment I said, Daddy, if you can hear me and you want us to continue to fight. And my sister, one of my sisters, she really got nervous. And she was like, Tina, just listen to him. Just go ahead on. And if the Lord's will is this, we're going to just let it be. And I was like, okay, I'll submit to the will of the Lord. But I do know that we can pull on God in such a way. And not that I wanted to keep my daddy here being selfish, but I understood that I'm not the judge and the jury, but from what we understood about his lifestyle, I know he wasn't ready to die and to go on. I'm like, God, not like this. We don't want it to end like this. And so God favored us, my family, my sisters, with giving him, that extension on life. But this is what I said. I said, Daddy, if you can hear me and you want us to keep fighting, I said, I want you to squeeze my hand.
Come on.
And he did. And they was like, oh, that's just involuntary reflexes. And then I was like, okay, all right, Doc. I'm like, okay, we're going to put our God to the test. And I tell Daddy, if you want us to fight, and I asked him to move a particular foot, he did it.
Wow.
They said it was involuntary. I said, okay, Daddy, and I made another command. He did it. And can I tell you, about 3 years later after, because they lose a lot of cognitive abilities and things of that nature when they go through something traumatic like a stroke. And it was maybe 3 years later, don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But my daddy said, Tina, you know something? Guess what I remember? And I was like, what do you remember, Daddy? He said, I remember you. Everybody was talking and you start asking me questions if I wanted you to fight for me. And
wow.
He said, I heard you. I said, I know you did. And that's why I told him, do everything you can do to save him. Because I knew at the end of the day, it was God that was going to do the saving. It was God that was going to do the healing. But he even used my father, even on his deathbed, to be a witness to the doctors, to be a witness to his family. And so, I just thank God for all of that. I ain't going to rant and rave about that.
But listen, I know that's not rant and raving, because this was about today, because a lot of people haven't never really seen you talk and really express yourself, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I love our podcast, and because we're having a conversation. I want people to know more about you and know how relatable you are and how transparent you are, because somebody could be going through this right now as we speak.
True.
They could be going through what you went through, you know what I'm saying? So you're helping someone today. So never feel like that. You never feel like you rambling and things like that, because one thing on this podcast, ain't no time limit.
Come on,
we not on KTLL, we on KSLA where we got 5 more minutes. Nah. If we in 2 hours, but guess what? Someone got something out of it, and that's what's about on my platform. I want people to come on and have a great time, but also to get something from this.
Yeah.
And you're helping somebody today. Seriously.
Well, it was a moment where my faith was bigger than my fear.
Come on, let's talk about it. Talk
It
about
really
it right quick. Yeah,
was,
let's talk about it.
I had fear.
Yes.
Fear kept coming up or whatever, but my faith, it was just so strong. And here's the crazy thing about it as well, or the ironic thing rather, is that my faith began to grow the more I exercised my faith. And the more
So how did you, I didn't mean to cut you off. How did you exercise your faith? Help people, because I want you to help some people tonight.
Yeah,
how did you exercise your faith?
So I exercised my faith by, number one, going against the grain. And when I say going against the grain, it was like, hey, shut this down, because if he does live, then he'll be a vegetable. If he does live, they start giving all these, diagnoses as to what would be or whatever. And I began to speak what I expected God to do for my daddy. Wow. And so even with the ability to walk, they say he'll never be able to walk. He won't be able to talk. As a matter of fact, we're going to have to give him a trach. And I kept saying, oh, my daddy won't have to go through having that trach the way other people, have to. And of course, he had the trach. But of course, when I tell you, God began to use my daddy in a way to even minister to the therapists that were coming. And his speech was, slurred, and then it got better. And every time we would put a command, on God, you told us that if we would just, seek you, if we would just put our trust in you, that we could put our trust in you, that God, we can decree a thing, we can declare a thing. And we began, my sisters and I, we began to decree and declare. Even my homegirl, Regina, Sweet Pea, she was right there with me. Marilyn, Chapel, Sweet Pea, all of those. And I surrounded myself with them. And even in times when I got weak, even when I brought Daddy home, of course, sometimes he would get agitated and aggravated. And, there were times when, it kind of got a little physical, not with me, but, from him, because, he was frustrated about the state that he was in, us having to do everything for him. Yeah. And I just, start, calling on God and declaring what was going to be and what was not going to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? Using the authority that God had given me as a believer. And so walking out that faith looked like me knowing that, hey, it won't always be like this. And so I just prepared for what I wanted to see. My sisters and I, we prepared for what we wanted to see. We took him to LSU, we took him to the hospital, and of course they were like, hey, we got this special study. And I was like, Daddy, you want to be a part of this? He was like, yeah, if I can walk again. I'm like, come on, bet, let's do this. And of course, our faith saw him being able to walk again. It even allowed him to see himself, because we spoke those things. Come on, Daddy, you got that. But then I'll tell you, my daddy had a strong resolve, his own self, to get up and get out. And I say that because sometimes he would try to get up and do things that we like, no. His mind would tell him that he could, but physically he couldn't.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I got this. I'm like, no, man.
You don't, sir.
Listen, not right now. Put that gate belt on and let Niecy help you. Even my uncle Buddy, my uncle Leroy, he had come home from the military and he was helping him. But when you say walking that faith out every day, it was a journey. Some days I cried my eyes out. Some days I was like, man, I probably should have just went on to Houston. Or maybe it's time for me to do something different, or, but anyway, my faith and, of course, me and my love for my father, my love for CK, and the wonderful memories that I have of my dad, taking us on a long ride with an icy,
come on, Isis.
Come on here.
What flavor?
Come on, the cherry.
Come on with it.
That's the one we had.
Come on.
And then listen, we would get a big blow pop. Come on here and put it in the middle of the pickle.
Come on with it. Yeah. Oh yeah. You had a good time in the car.
Yes, and we would ride listening to Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Come on. Oh, you were listening to that girl?
Yes,
you want to save all your life, huh?
Listen, that's what my father did.
Balance. That's what she said, y'all. She got balance.
Daddy would take us.
Frankie.
We had a great time.
For sure.
He loved doing those type of things with us. I was the boy that he never had, right?
Oh, Lord. So he had you playing catch.
You better hear me. Listen, some of everything.
Come on out here, girl.
Come on here, listen.
Bring that ball too.
Daddy would have me under the car,
wow.
helping change the spark plugs.
So you know how to fix the alternator. You know
that part. The exhilarator carburetor.
Come on with it. What they call it? The Cadillac converter.
The Cadillac converter. Yeah.
Come on, all that good stuff.
All that. Daddy would have me out there doing that, learning how to change the tires. When it was time to rake the leaves, all of us would be out there, but there were just certain things that, my daddy was like, you're going to know how to do this, you're going to know how to do that. So you like getting your hands dirty? Dude, I don't like to get my hands dirty.
Okay. But you will, though.
But I will.
Come on.
That part.
See, but that's what I like. See? That's all. Listen, that's all us men want.
Listen,
that's all us men want, y'all.
I don't mind. I would go fishing with Daddy.
You don't mind. Just come on.
And listen, and you had to listen. If you wanted that fish, listen, Daddy was not going to put the bait on for you. He was not going to put them in. Yes, I've taught you how to do it. Put it on there, because I'd be like,
yeah.
As a young girl, you're like, but eventually you learn how to get on
in. That thing and go ahead and reel it on out.
Get it on out there and get that fish. Yes.
Oh, got one. Let me go and yank that on in.
Come on. Now listen, he would help us pull it in, especially if it was a big one.
Right.
Oh, God, you got a big one. Come on.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Come on. Help me.
I love it. Yeah.
Those just, and all of that were the memories that went through my mind, even as my father was going through what he was going through. And I'm like, I'm going to fight for you, CK. Yes, indeed. And I thank God for the fight. I thank God for the people, the village. I thank God for my biological sisters. I thank God for my spiritual sisters. And I thank God for my mother and my family, because as time progressed, they understood. And they too were grateful for the push, for the press. Wow. Yeah, they were like, thank you. We're so glad. And my daddy would come to the family parties, and he in his wheelchair. I remember we went to one of my aunties. I don't know, she turned like 70. And it's the song, Living for the Love.
Yeah.
You know this song, right? And so listen, drifting on a memory. Ooh, there's no place I'd rather.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And so I can remember when we would have family parties at my grandma's house, my dad and we would always dance, dance. He would dance with my Aunt Bobby or whatever. And so he was so excited. He felt so good. And he was in that wheelchair, and he was like, come here, Tina. And I'm like, okay. I already knew he wanted to dance. And he spent me around in that wheelchair. We danced. We had a good time celebrating with my cousins and my aunt. And, those are the type of memories that, are forever etched in your heart. And even when difficult times come, you can reflect back on those moments, hold those moments. And listen, love drives out hate. It really does.
True.
Because the enemy had tried to have me stuck in that place of looking at what my dad did to cause, hardship on my family or whatever. But, he was stuck in a place where he couldn't get out. It was by the grace of God and the prayers of my mother that helped him to be, the version of him that people saw and loved and embraced as he was going on. So anyway, I just thank God for CK, and I thank God for my
shout
mom.
out, shout
out to the memories.
Yes, the memories, precious memories.
Yes, indeed, Christopher Bernard Kelly.
Come on, so
the one and only.
Yeah, we got to hear a lot about her and her family and the things that she had to go through as a family, because every family is different. But we definitely in our family we go through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? We definitely go through tests, and that definitely was a big test for you and your family, because that was a test of your faith level.
Oh yeah.
Will you trust me?
Oh, yeah.
Will you give it all to me?
Yeah.
And whatever the results is,
come on,
will you still trust me?
Okay, preacher.
I'm just saying. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's something that is so awesome about the Father.